How's it going, everybody? So today I'm going to do a video talking about one of my favorite Bibles, and not just because of how handy it is. You know, we're talking about, well, if you've clicked on the video, you know it's about the Pitt-Minion, but this Bible is my favorite, one of my favorites, not simply because of how handy an edition it is. It's very compact, you know, everyone knows this is one of the most popular Bibles you can buy, but also sentimentally because this was actually my dad's. He used this for many years, and he, like I said, just loved this thing, and he gave it on to me. Well, there's one of the most popular videos on YouTube are these crash tests of Bibles, and it occurred to me, you know, most of them are in 5, maybe 8 years, but it occurred to me, I was looking in this one at the edition, or the date, and he bought it. He says here, December of 2006. That's almost 19 years ago. So I thought it'd be cool to do a Pitt-Minion crash test, 19-year crash test. You know, how's it holding up? So let's go ahead and let's take a look at it. As you can see, the pages here, it got some water stains on them, so now they're kind of like a crinkle cut. As you can see, I don't know if it's showing up in the camera, but you know, it's one of those things that honestly, the more beat up this Bible gets, the cooler I think it is. It just really, it's honestly, it's awesome. The signatures, the spine has started to break on it. You can see that. So it's starting to break apart here. It's holding on by a thread. I need to glue it in, fix it, but thankfully the signatures, like I said, haven't fully started coming out yet, so they're still holding in, but it's only a matter of time. And honestly, the more this Bible falls apart, the cooler it is. I love this kind of stuff. You know, you have my dad's incredibly, I tease him, incredibly anal handwriting. I don't know if you can see that, that's picking that up. But I mean, look at that. He uses, he always used a ruler, like this, okay? And he always used these by the way, he's still alive, he's not dead. I don't know, I realize that makes it sound like he's dead. I actually have a video on here of me interviewing him. He's very much alive, praise God. But anyway, he would always use these super fine point Pigmar micron pens with a ruler. And he would always, you know, sit in here, and he gets down in there, and then he would, you know, he'd do these writings. And this thing is just chock full of them. If you look here, he's got these underlinings, and they're perfect, immaculate, and he's got this super fine print type handwriting. And I've tried to emulate that as best I can, but you know, I'm a cheap copy. I'm okay, nothing like the master, so to speak. But anyway, as you can see though, like this thing is falling apart, and but I still love it. You know, honestly, this Bible's so precious to me because you know, I'm a second generation person that's using it. I've thought about getting it rebound, but you know, it's one of those things that it's just special. The leather is honestly still great. It's still holding up. I should have stated this earlier. It's a 1995 New American Standard. So my dad's always loved the NASB. We both prefer the 77, but there's nothing wrong with the 95. And this is, you know, like I said, such a precious heirloom to me. So I want to go ahead and get some close-up shots so you can really see how this is holding up after all these years. But like I said, honestly, I'm just blown away at how well this thing is holding up. You know, look at his handwriting, you guys. Like, this is nuts. Look at this. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. Just so fine, you know. But anyway, let's go ahead and get some close-up shots, and then you can see it, really see it up close. So yeah, let's check that out. Okay, so here we are. This is it up close in black. Like I said, it's a New American Standard, 1995. The gilding of the letter gilding is almost worn out. You can see that there. Holy Bible, New American Standard. There's the Cambridge logo, or the Cambridge title. You know, we open it up. I put these pens in here. He never did that. That's something I did. I'll admit that's Matthew Everhard's influence. Not the pens. My dad's always used this type of pen, but as far as putting them in the leaf inside, I just really like that. I think it looks kind of cool too, and it's like that. But you know, opening it up here, we have my dad's handwriting on the inside there. And then we turn the page. Here's the front, the dedication. Again, super just overkill on the notes here, and I love that. It's really precious to me. And then as you can see, this page here is almost completely separated. You know, as I turn it there, it's holding on by a thread. And then literally holding on by a thread now is the book, the text block to the actual leather. You can see it from here, from this angle. You look at that, it's just barely holding on by a thread, you know. So let me go and take this ruler out. And you can really see up close here, look at that. He had it on a shelf, I guess, and spilled some water on it, or it rained or something. Somehow a bunch of water got into here, and it made that kind of, like I said, crinkle cut. But at any rate, it doesn't bother me. It's something that, you know, I have immaculate Bibles that I keep immaculate. This is my handwriting, so I'm trying to mimic it. It's not nearly as good, as you can clearly tell. But anyway, there's the NASB updated 1995 table of contents, and scriptural promise, and the preface. But at any rate, you know, it's one of those Bibles that I can go to really any given page. Most pages have these kind of underlinings, and you can see he's done this. Some have been my notes, some have been his. Actually, I just noticed one the other day. He had given this to me. It was actually kind of funny. He gave this to me back when I was like 12. And then he immediately took it back because he goes, you know what? And wisely so, he's like, I don't think you're ready for it because I don't think you're going to take care of it. And I'm really glad he did, because truth be told, if he hadn't, I don't know if this Bible would still be here. But as you can see, I wrote here in John chapter 3, salvation, and I smeared it. And I see this, and there's another part of me which that really would bug me, and I would be like, oh, well, you know, now it's ruined. But then there's the other part of me which is like, oh, I was just a dumb little kid, and now it's just a part of the Bible. It's just a part of the history of the Bible, and it just, you know, it just goes on. You know, pass it on to the next generation. This Bible's still got lots of legs. It can go a long way. You look at the side profile here, there's definitely was some water damage on the bottom as well. It makes that wonderful Bible sound of a crinkly page. I don't know if that's picking up. You know, I love that sound. You know, you turn to like I said, any given page, and there's some notes in it, and it's just, again, this Bible is definitely holding up well. You turn to the back, and the back of the Bible is actually doing really well for the most part. You can kind of tell down here that that it's starting to separate a little bit. Okay, so it is starting to fall apart. I took this Bible in with me. I went to Rome. Was able to go to Italy, and I actually took this into the Vatican with me. I'm not Catholic, by the way, but I just thought it was interesting, and I wrote a little epitaph in here and put my ticket for the Vatican in here to the Vatican Museum. What does it say? Musei Vaticani. I don't know Latin, okay? So go easy on me. But at any rate, here's more of my dad's notes in the back. He was a big Keith Green fan, so we got to Sleep in the Light. If you guys are Keith Green fans, there's the song. And then we turn here. He actually has a blank thing. There's actually the original sticker thing there. But I got my sticky notes that I put in the back. But it's still holding together, guys. It's still going strong. 19 years, and this Bible still got lots of life left in it. I really, like I said, this is one of my most precious Bibles. And, you know, like I said, the leather is still holding up very well. It's got that feeling of a Bible that's been really broken in. And I love that, okay? That's just, again, like I said, it's really precious to me. So I highly recommend you guys get one. If you've never had a Pitt-Minion, notice that it's not verse by verse, which is unique for the New American Standard. Typically, it's a verse by verse format, but with the Cambridge, particularly with these Pitt-Minions, they put it, to make it so compact, they put it in paragraph format, which is kind of unique. Because like I said, New American Standard is really known for doing more verse by verse format. And if I'm doing a teaching or something, or in a Bible study, I much prefer verse by verse, because it's easier to find texts. But I find that when I'm just doing reading, just simple Bible reading, that I really prefer the paragraph. And there's something about it, the change up there in the paragraph format, that just really makes it easier for me to read and digest. And something about it that I really like. And that's just personal preference. But once again, here it is. you know, I'm going to get that fixed. 19 years later, and she's still got lots of legs in her, so she's going to go a long way. Anyway, that's been the 19-year crash test of the New American Standard Cambridge Pitt-Minion, okay? And by the way, one thing to mention is if you are any of these Cambridge or Bible lore masters, it says French Morocco leather. I don't think this is goat skin. I'm guessing it's calf split, but it's honestly, it's holding up really well. I legitimately don't know. Most of the time, if you get a Pitt-Minion nowadays, it'll have two options. It'll be, well, three, I think. You can get a fake leather, or you can get a calf split or a goat skin. And I don't know what this one is. I don't believe they have this anymore, but I don't know what the French Morocco leather is. So for any of you, you know, lore masters out there that know this, please let me know. I'm really curious to know what your opinion is on it. So, yeah. Well, at any rate, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. You know, like I said, this Bible is really precious to me. Let me know if you have a Bible that was handed down to you as an heirloom. You know, Henry Haley once said this, you know, the guy that wrote Haley's Bible Handbook, you know, that classic book, which if you don't have that, I recommend you get it. But anyway, Henry Haley said a well-marked Bible in time becomes a precious friend. And I look at this thing, and this thing is beat to snot. And I think about all the times that it's, you know, how many different events it's been to. My dad's carried it. One thing, he used to do this, and it would really embarrass me. He would take it when he was walking around at like Bible conferences. I don't know if this is going to pick up on the camera, but he would tuck it in the back of his pants like this. I don't know if you can see that. See that? And he'd walk around, so embarrassing. He'd walk around Bible conferences and things like that. And he just like, he didn't give a crap. I remember being like, Dad, come on. And then the other day, I kid you not, the other day I'm at church and I'm holding it because the Pitt-Minion is just barely wide enough. It doesn't fit in a pocket. And I took it and I was like, And then you know what I did? Yeah, baby, I tucked it in the back of my pants and I walked around with it like that. The apple does not fall far from the tree. Okay, at any rate, I hope this helped you guys out, and God bless you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day in Jesus. Remember, studying the Bible or reading the Bible is really what's important. You know, I like to collect Bibles and stuff, but it doesn't do you any good if you collect it and just put it on a shelf. You should be reading it, okay? So, at any rate, God bless you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your day in Jesus. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.